Am I the asshole for telling my wife to stop treating her sister so badly after her sister confessed having feelings for me? My wife and I have been married for 10 years and together for 12. We have 2 children. My sister-in-law Gina is a single mom as her husband sadly passed away 7 years ago. When Gina's husband passed away, my wife and I provided support for Gina and her daughter because it was really traumatic time for them. Over the years, my wife and I spent a lot of time over at Gina's house, and she will come over to our house. I also developed a really strong bond with my niece. My wife, my children, and I had a really strong connection with Gina and her daughter, and we were really tight-knit group. That was until a few months ago when Gina confessed something to both me and my wife. We were all drunk and having a good time, and Gina kind of just blurted out that she developed feeling for me. I was shocked, and Gina burst out in tears and said a lot of things like she was really grateful I was a father figure to her daughter. I don't really remember too much from that night except that my wife kicked Gina out of our house after that. My wife and I had a talk about it the next day, and my wife was obviously not happy at all. She said she had suspected this for years, the way Gina was acting around me, and she couldn't believe how Gina betrayed her like that. My wife said we could cut off all contact with Gina, and I did accept it. My wife told me to block Gina, which I did. However, I feel like this whole arrangement has been a bit harsh, especially to my niece. My niece has been texting me a lot, and I saw my wife the text telling her it was unfair that we were punishing our niece too. My wife told me it was a consequence of Gina's actions. However, last night, when my niece sent a really long and sad text about she and her mom were feeling, I felt really bad and had a talk about it with my wife. I told my wife to stop treating Gina and her daughter so badly, especially after they both went through a traumatic time. I told my wife it was wrong what Gina did, but at least have some sympathy. I told my wife to imagine if she was in Gina's shoes, and then one night, tragically lost me. That would scar her for her entire lifetime. However, my wife got really sad after I said that and just broke down in tears. She didn't say anything except that she loved me, and she didn't speak to me the rest of the night. I do feel guilty about what I said. I didn't intend to make my wife feel like this. So first thing is, your wife was definitely right about creating some distance, and because things can go downhill really quick because she already confessed the feeling that she have feeling for you, right? Want to take things further, and she confessed it kind of in a private way, because it sounds like just you and the OP, the husband, in the room, and things can go totally wrong. If the husband also have feelings for her, that could be disaster. But she confessed it and didn't really go the way that she hoped, right? And the wife did the right thing. Start boundaries immediately, because if you let it continue to flourish, things might go completely horribly wrong. You know why? Let me tell you why. Because I have someone I know that kind of have a similar story, right? So my parents own a restaurant, and my uncle also owns a Chinese restaurant, right? And my uncle's current wife, the ex-husband, right, right, and my uncle's wife, right, decided to, before she married my uncle, she was married to another man, right? So the wife decided to go to China for a vacation, and they needed someone to help out the restaurant. So you know who she asked? Her sister, 5 years younger, looks a lot prettier, to work with her husband at that time. And it was clearly 1 month of work. It was not like just a couple days, 1 month, because she was gone for like a while, 1 month in China. And after she got back, she confessed to her sister that she had developed feelings for the husband, and the husband on the other side confessed that she loved the sister more than the current wife. And it was devastating, heartbroken in the end. And then she had to date again, and that's how she found my uncle, right? So it's a true story that could totally go wrong if you have a sister and a husband together. So definitely stay away from each other. Have at least some privacy. And the wife said she suspected for years and still kept quiet and supported Gina through her grief. The torment to think for years that your sister has been feelings for your husband, that is the ultimate betrayal, and she must have felt like crap just thinking about it. Like, she supported the sister for years, trying to help her come out the grief, right, of the loss of the husband. But deep down, she was also in love with the OP's, the OP's wife, OP's husband. That is crazy. Like, man. Now Gina confirms the wife was the right all along, and OP has the audacity to try and guilt her for creating distance. So hopefully, why would I is definitely accept the distance requirement, because that is not the way to go. Like, don't be like, hey, we are doing too hard for the niece, we are doing too hard for Gina, she just lost her husband. I would just wait. Like, no, I would just go off contact or just text, and all the texts will be open messages to the wife. Not any private meetings with dinner or lunch, nothing like that. I think that is the best way to go, because Gina, she will always try to get together with the husband, and she might make some move, hold hands, give a kiss, blow a kiss, stuff like that could really like develop feelings that you don't want. But yeah, that's why I think just continue, create boundaries, and support Gina in ways that she needed, and any other way that she needed, because being a single mom with no husband, no one to support her, is really tough. But yeah, that is the end of the video. If you want more of these videos, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. My name is Calvin, and I see you guys next video.